If you follow my videos, you'll know that I'm reviewing the OneLeaf Commander NV500 Eagle. It's a 4K digital day and night scope. So we've come to the part of the review where we actually use the scope. So I've seen in a lot of other reviews that they go out and shoot on targets at various different yardage, etc. And there's nothing wrong with that. It shows the capability of the scopes, but that's not my way. I'm a pest control shooter. I'll go out and use it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and show you the real world capabilities of this scope for air rifle ranges, because that's what I do. So the scope is mounted on the Ratworks tuned or Ratworks setup AGT Vixen 177 long. So yeah, we're just going to go out and use it. So in this footage that follows, I'm not taking a shot at everything that I see. I've seen a little bit of wildlife while I was out there. So we're going to take some footage. I'm going to show you the capabilities of this scope, but I'm also going to show you what sort of footage you can expect from this recorded footage, the quality, etc. So let's pop out, let's use it for a bit of pest control, and we'll come back for a roundup. Just gotta wait for it to turn. Thank you. No clear shot on these two, just in case of ricochets. I'm on a small holdings horse paddock. You can see there's a house in the background. I'm not even going to attempt it from here, but we'll get a little bit of footage while we're here. And these are 62 yards away, or there was. What we got now? Yeah, just a little bit further. So there's 72 now. Right, there are horses around. This is a safe shot. did check, make sure that that pellet wasn't going anywhere near a horse, and it wasn't, but I did know that it was going to bolt afterwards. They are used to this shooting, but they still don't like it too close to them. So what do I think to this scope? What's my opinions on it? So I might ramble a little bit here, but I want to go into the positives and what I deem as a negative. It's not a massive loss, but what I deem as a negative. So this is roughly based on the NV500. If you haven't watched the NV500 reviews, go back in my videos and there's ample reviews there of it, and then there's pest control footage of it being used. So the button configurations and the menu are basically the same. I love the button configuration. I can play it like a piano now in the dark. Once you get used to it, it's very, very, very easy to use. One upgrade, or the first upgrade of this, is that it's got interchangeable lenses. Now, I mentioned on video 2, it does suffer from a minor POI shift when changing the lenses. So I've got the smaller lens and the big lens, and when I change the lenses, it does suffer from a minor POI change. I did go back and I created a ballistics profile for the big lens and the little lens, and then out the back I tried swapping the lenses over and swapping the ballistics profiles, and it was bang on zero every single time, guys. Genuinely, it's a consistent POI shift, it's not just a random one. So I created the two profiles and I tried it and it was perfect. So yeah, slight negative, but there's a way to sort that out, and it's a very easy way because the menu allows for that. Two really, really, really good upgrades from the NV500 to the NV500. The first of which, when you press the turret to range find, on the recorded footage, it actually shows you on the top right hand side, if you have the date stamp on and that, it shows you the yardage. So the viewer can now see in real time the yardage that that unit is being used at, as you've just seen on my footage there. The second upgrade, and it's software upgrade, is that you can also see the predicted point of aim that the ballistics calculator gives you. So this is for the viewer. Basically, you can see the predicted point of aim on the footage, and you can see where I'm gonna shoot, and you can see that it's very accurate. Once you get all your data into the ballistics calculator, this is stupidly accurate. I zeroed it once when I first got it. I've shot it several times since, and I haven't had to zero it again. It really does hold zero. It's a fantastic little unit. The rangefinder, very, very compact rangefinder, as you can see against my thumb. Very compact rangefinder, and they've changed the splash of that from a vertical splash to a horizontal splash, which is super accurate. Absolutely love it, genuinely. Very, very robust. It's very well made. It's waterproof. I've been out in the rain. I've been out in the, well, I actually went out in the snow when it snowed briefly, and I've been out in the rain. I live in Yorkshire. It's always raining. It's not faulted once. I was out the night before yesterday. It was 1 degree and it didn't falter, honestly. I said I'd come back to the battery life. When I received this scope, it was fully charged, and I never charged it. I've been through all the literature and whatnot, and they claim that it's a 6-hour battery life. It's an internal battery. You charge it with the charging port in there, and they claim 6 hours. Now I'm telling you, and I'm doing it roughly, but I'm going to round down so as not to exaggerate claims. But I haven't charged this since I got it. I've used it to record some footage for the reviews. I've been out with it ratting once and rabbiting. Now I do use a standby function, but rounding down, I'm estimating I've had 8 hours out of it. And as you look down and you can see the battery, you have a battery icon which is full with green. And as the battery depletes, it goes down. You don't actually get a percentage. But I'd say that's still got a quarter of a battery left. So the battery life is absolutely phenomenal. It will run off a power pack if you want it to run off a power pack, but there's absolutely no need. Honestly, guys, I'm not sure what else I can say. I've took you through the whole scope. I've took you through the pros and cons. The last negative, and it's a negative for me, it might not be a negative for you. I use iOS, I use iPhone. And I can't transfer the data from this scope to my iPhone because there's no Wi-Fi built in. There's no app support for this. It's literally plug and play. You take the SD card out, you put it in your computer, and you take the footage off of that. I've managed it perfectly well. I've got a Samsung tablet. I take it out, put it in the tablet, and then I transfer the footage. But for me, that is a slight negative. I would like to see Wi-Fi in the future and app support, and I have spoken to Jason about that. You know, I don't know what else I can say. I genuinely love this scope. I'm very aware that, as I hate calling myself an influencer, but I do YouTube videos and people watch them. But as an influencer, you might take what I say with a pinch of salt. But I love this scope. I genuinely love this scope. I'm going to keep it on here. Going forward, you're going to see pest control videos using this scope. I've actually took a Zulus off of there. I love the Zulus, but I've took a Zulus off of this rifle to mount this on. This is staying on here, and you'll see it going forward on my channel. What I will say is, though, there will be a brief pause to that because I'm going to use it for a couple more outings, and then I'm going to take it off and I'm going to hand it over to Gaz. And I'm going to let Gaz do a second review or a mini review, what he thinks about it, and then we're going to publish that as well, so you guys will get a well-rounded opinion rather than just me talking to you. So yeah, I'm going to put a link to the scope in the video description. Genuinely love it. I think it's brilliant. Hold zero. The ballistics calculator works fantastic. The scope's clear and accurate. I don't think you can ask for much more from a digital unit. It's fantastic, guys. So thanks for watching the reviews, and as always, take care until the next time.